Hello, this is channel race.com, and today I will show you how to make this abstract bokeh background in Adobe After Effects, and this is a looped video. So as you can see, this video is looping. So you learn how to create this particle effect, and you will learn how to make a looped composition, and I will be using only After Effects, no plugins. Okay, let's start. Make new composition. This will be our main composition. So let's make main, and let's make this 10 seconds long. Now let's make another 3 compositions. Articles 1, and these 3 compositions should be longer than your main composition. And to make your video looped, you need to make these compositions longer so you can play around with them later. So just go ahead and make and particulars 3. Okay, and drag these 3 compositions into your main composition. And okay, now quickly let's go and make a background. I will make a go to effects and presets and search for gradient and drop 4 color gradient. Okay, let's make our background blue. Maybe this is too blue. Okay. Like something like this. Okay, should be lighter here. Okay, something like this. It looks good to me. And here you can see color banding. So to remove banding, you need to make your composition 16 bits per channel. This will reduce banding, and also you have to go to 4 color gradient and increase jitter to 50%, for example. This looks like a little noise, but removes banding, so looks way better. Okay, now let's make our first particles layer. So go into your particles 1 composition and make new solid particles and search for CC particle world. Okay, Now select your timeline layer and drag it to the left like this, so you have particles from the start of the timeline, and expand this. Now go to particles and let's change our particle to faded sphere. Let's change birth and death colors to white. Now go to physics and okay, let's try leaving explosive for now and decrease velocity to 0.05 and gravity make minus 0.01. Okay, let's increase longevity to 10 seconds. Now go to producer and I want my particles to go from left corner, so let's change position. Okay. Now let's increase Z radius and we can increase X radius, and this is going up. I need to go up and to the right, so go to physics and go to gravity vector, and in the gravity X type -1. Okay, so this is our first layer of particles, so this will be the biggest particles. We need to decrease number of particles. Let's try birth rate 1 and go to particle and let's change birth size to, for example, 5, and depth size also. Okay, depth size can be 1, for example. Also we can decrease birth size even more. Okay, for example, okay, let's leave at 0.2. Okay, I'll render a bit to see if it's not too fast. We can decrease the speed by going to physics and making it more resistant, for example 0.1. It should make it slower. Okay, drag this layer even more to the left. That's it, and expand. Okay, now go into your main composition and let's try classic color dodge and decrease the opacity to about 40%. Okay, let's make 30%. So this is first layer of particles. Let's drag it here. So the bottom layer will have biggest particles. Now let's make second layer of particles and copy this solid with particles. Ctrl C, go into main comp, go into particles 2 and Ctrl V to paste. Now let's change a little bit. Go to extras and type random seed number, any number you like, so this will randomize the particles placement. Go to particle, decrease the size to, let's try for example this, and okay, let's decrease even more, 0.6, 0.4 for example. Okay, let's go into main comp, again make classic color dodge and opacity, let's try 40%, and again Ctrl C to copy, go into main comp and go into particles 3 layer and paste, and this layer will contain the smallest particles, so go into particle, let's make 0.2 and 0.1 and go to extras and change random seed number again classic color dodge on this composition, and we can make this for example 80%. Okay, don't forget to save. And now the animation is done. Now we need to loop this out. Okay, and to loop this out, first thing to do, you need to select first layer and somewhere around 1.5 seconds, maybe 2 seconds, drag it right here. Now select around 4 seconds and drag this to the left like this, and let's try 5.5 seconds and grab around here and drag to the left. Okay, now go into the frame number 0, select all 3 layers and go to layer and add marker like this. And okay, let's start making a loop. So select first layer and duplicate it, and this is the marker, so this marker should be at the end, exactly in the last frame of your animation. Press plus sign to zoom in and make sure this is exactly in that position, so we have last frame the same as the first frame. Now we just need to fade in from this layer to this layer. So, and to make fade in, it's very easy. Select both layers and press T to open opacity and hit stopwatch. Now go somewhere around here, for example, and press this square to add keyframe like this. Now go to the previously created frame by clicking this arrow, and we need this frame fade out and this composition fade in and this composition fade out. So to fade in this in, you have to type 0 and go to the next keyframe and type 0 here, 0. So we have 0 opacity in this frame here and 30% opacity in this frame here, and here we have 30% for this and 0% for this. This is the fade in animation. So you can see first frame is like this and last frame is identical to the first frame. And let's do the same thing with particles number 2 composition. Select composition and hit Ctrl D to duplicate, drag it to the end, make sure it is aligned perfectly, go somewhere, it doesn't matter actually, we can do this on this. No, actually it matters because we have transparency. Okay, go exactly where the composition starts and select both layers, hit T on keyboard, click opacity stopwatch and go somewhere around 7 seconds for example, and again add keyframes. So this should be faded out right here, so 0, and go to previous keyframe and this should be faded out. Okay, and on to the last layer, hit Ctrl D to duplicate, it's aligned perfectly, select both layers, Ctrl T, add opacity, go around here somewhere, and again this has to be faded out. Go to use just arrow keys to navigate from one keyframe to the next or to the previous, and this should be faded out. So you can see we have completed our looped animation. First frame number 0 is identical to last frame. And this is how you make a looped animation, and using this technique you can loop anything in After Effects. So okay, thanks for watching. I will leave a link to where you can download this project file. The link will be in video description. Okay, thanks for watching and goodbye.